Adorable.
Alrighty, we are live.
That's my chubby.
Doing a little
We're
bit
live.
of D&D in the Sven Zone. Everybody say hi.
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 Ooh.
Konnichiwa.
Alright, so we're doing Nick's campaign tonight. Also next week as well. So if you can't get enough, come back. And
Yes.
I'll go ahead and turn it over to Nick.
All right. We return to our unlikely heroes, now deep within the dungeon of Zazi, the decayed Naga, as they have managed to talk their way past the initial kind of human guards at the base of the stairs as they entered the dungeon, and have managing to get some direction and wandering through a few rooms, um, encountering a ochre jelly that they had to that they were able to slay, sneaking around, briefly passing by another little serpent folk that had in a little hatchery area as they avoiding some traps, triggering some others, fighting some, discovering some secret rooms, fighting some undead, and yeah, as they further and further delve in, they grow ever closer to their goal. I think I will turn it over to our players now as we find ourselves. You had just slayed some undead troglodytes. What you doing now?
If you thought normal troglodytes were bad, try undead troglodytes.
I smell even worse.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's been so long. I don't know what's going on. My token is blocked. If you can help me
Oh,
with that at some
I will
point.
unlock the tokens.
Is there anything else in this room that we missed looking around?
Looking around, it looks like on looks pretty empty. Um, More disheveled, some like scratch marks on the walls, but there's nothing really in here besides what these undead that you've slain again.
Oh, Merritt passed Joker a healing potion, by the way. Or, Phoenix. That's your character's name.
On the phone, what did you say, Mantha? Or I should say, Merritt?
Merritt gave you a healing potion to keep for when you get hurt later.
Alright, I will remember that.
Is there anything on the troglodytes?
You search the bodies. They don't have any seem to have any bags on them. You check some of their more exposed wounds just to see if someone stuffed anything in there, but no, they don't appear to have anything on them. Anything stuffed within besides their rotting organs.
Hey, Zolbit, do you have any kind of like potion or rub or anything we can put under our noses so we don't smell these troglodytes so much? This is the second or third time we fought these guys.
Give me a
Any, like,
second to
mint?
check.
Fresh mint or something? Lavender, maybe?
He reaches into his bag and I'm gonna give a quick little
Pulls out
check.
some really cheese. It's close enough.
I think I can pull together something now you mentioned it. I hadn't even thought about it. And he kind of pulls together a few different herbs, and then Drew crafts a couple that he seems to have realize that he's a little short on, and he's able to, with the roll I just made, make a little um, like scented little like little flower wreath type deal, but made out of like different kinds of materials. Um, yeah, I'll just, if you'll give me a moment, I can make these for everyone. But here you go, Barnacle. And yeah, we'll say this, if you have not already like succeeded on those rolls, which honestly I do not remember who or hasn't succeeded on those rolls. We will say that for the sake of this, he is able to make stuff that will essentially counteract the smells of these troglodytes.
Nice.
You
I
know,
was just looking for something for roleplay purposes, but that's even better.
partially this is like because I don't remember who succeeded on those rolls and who didn't. This makes it a little
Nice.
simpler for everything.
Yay!
So like
Much
he makes
better.
like, some are a little, like he can make it a little headband or a little necklace or a little wristband, depending on what you want. But yeah, stuff that helps counteract the smells of it.
Oh god, that's so much better. That was a great idea, Barnacle, and thanks for doing that, Zazie. Or not, Solbit. Wait a second.
Wait a second.
The BBEG was among us the whole time.
How do you know?
Imagine the plot twist of Zolba turns out to be the BBEG.
All right, so try and look at this overall map. It looks like we came from the, that's right, the room with the 4 pillars, came up and then up and around and then back down. So this, if we were to go straight north from here and then jog and keep going north, have we been up there all the way we can go, or is there still this door up here? Have we been through that door at the very end up here?
No, you went to this corner here, looked up, saw that, and then decided to go down.
Go down. Okay. All right, just want to make sure because Barnacle would remember that, but I don't. I did not get a chance to rewatch the stream, so.
Yeah, you went straight down, went down, or turned, went up, and then came down this way. You did check out over here on this secret room.
When the guards pointed us in the direction of Clay, they pointed southeast, right?
They said he would either be with with Zazie, giving us a report of some kind, or something, and he pointed southeast, or he'd be at the captain's quarters, which he pointed southwest.
Maybe we should hope that he's in the captain's quarters and go that way, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't have to fight.
I will also specify, he seemed to indicate that when he was pointing towards like Zarzi, he seemed to with how he kind of waved, he seemed to indicate that it was probably a little further than when he was indicating the captain's quarters. So it's like he pointed versus pointed and waved in the direction almost to indicate distance.
Yeah, right, Miss First,
you would also remember that.
Let's head on out. I'm going to come down here and wait for the rest of the group to come out. I will have we're still pretty close, so I'm going to strap my crossbow on my back and have my whip and net out. It's a pretty cool whip, if you ask me.
Real quick.
Should we?
I
I really should. I'm not gonna say it. It's fine. Because Ina wouldn't say anything. It's fine. It's just the disembodied voice of Ashley.
No, it's our conscience. Go ahead. Go on. It's our conscience. What do you guys?
Your collective conscience.
Okay.
Like, there's a
We
trap
all hear the
behind
voice
us in
of
the
God.
hallway. Maybe we should be looking for traps before we just.
But it's a
Yeah.
Pinocchio
Yeah, we're looking for
scenario
any
that-
more turned sconces.
Okay. I'll say I'll just, real quick, proc everyone. Now give me some perception checks as you guys are keeping an eye out as you're heading down the hallway.
It's almost kind of weird to be this good at perception. I'm not used to it. It's fine.
You're not used to doing perception, but you've played a rogue before.
Well, not this good at perception is what I said specifically. Like, I think I have like a +5
Ah,
for
fair enough.
Kid 3, but like over there we're like level a high. I can't remember what level we are. We're level high.
We're level 12, I believe.
Plus, they're
Yeah.
more about
Hi.
investigation than perception.
Yeah.
All right, give me a quick see again.
So what happens when you're higher than 3 feet from the floor? You can see a lot more.
Yeah, she
True.
went from one extreme to the other.
Yeah, really?
Pretty sure
She
Went from under 3 feet to over 8 feet. Don't worry about it.
So when are we going to get the normal type character, Ashley?
Oh, good lord. I have to say the closest one right now is Weklos, but he's just a
Weklos is
baby.
also
He's
4 years
child.
old
He's
as well.
growing. Yeah, he's growing. He's like a height that someone could be, though, is the thing. I think he's like 4 foot something high, 4 foot, almost 5 foot.
If
But
he
that's
survives that long, yeah.
Oh, goodness, man, no!
I don't know. I'm gonna. I don't know. I was thinking about feeding Zweklis to the my kids or whatever. The mushroom,
Mushroom people? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Don't you dare touch my son. Anyway, we should probably talk about the campaign that we are currently playing, guys.
True, true.
Well, I don't see any more of those sconces, so we're probably fine.
All right, and this is
Famous
what you know,
last-
Cena.
Famous last words.
Oh yeah, for sure. He starts moving.
Well,
at that point.
if Barnacle's about to step on it, she'd probably grab his arm and pull him back. Because if
Yeah,
she
yeah.
said something, it would be too late. Also, she doesn't say anything. So
Yeah,
Barnacle,
so
you're
as,
suddenly grabbed and pulled back as you're
Ina.
taking a step.
Ina, woman, a few words.
Thank you.
So, yeah, so-
What do you see?
She'll gesture to
As
the
Merritt's
floor.
about to step on it.
And I don't know if I
Yep,
can
as,
explain.
She points
Go ahead.
out what looks to be a raised little stone within the walkway that you were about to step on.
All
Sorry,
right.
I need to.
So, is there room enough to go around it?
Yep, you just have to be careful with where you step.
All right. So I'll point it out, and we'll keep moving along. What do we see to the south?
To the south, you see a door.
Well, he did.
It looks to be it is a double door, uh, made of wood. It looks to be very thick and heavy.
Well, he did say could be southeast with Zazie, so I say we open the door and find out.
So I'm
I
going to
mean,
listen.
Yeah. I'll say at the end of the hallway that you guys were just turning out of, you see some water.
Wata.
Water.
Get this man some water. He's thirsty.
So, sorry, you were saying, Barnacle?
It's a ninja's favorite drink. Wata.
Like,
I'm going to listen at the door.
Okay.
And unlike my players, I'm not going to listen to the door. I'm going to listen at the door.
Oh my god. Sven gave us a talking door just because Mike
Yes.
had, like, every time said, I listened to the door.
one-
And so eventually the door talked back.
Hey, man. How's it going?
And
Alright.
his character's the only one that door talks to.
'Cause no one else listens to it.
That is what you hear.
But then,
All right. So I'm checking my stuff. I do know what they're saying. Okay, so I will motion to everybody that there's. I hear somebody over here. Motion and do a stage whisper. Do the lizard men, troglodytes speak Draconic? Have we, from the ones we've met so far?
Yes, I think you've heard a few say some stuff and you recognized it to be Draconic.
Okay.
They probably have their own little dialect, but, it's still in the Draconic
No
family.
parcel tongue?
Alright, so I'll take out my crossbow and go ahead and load it. Take a moment. Load 2 bolts in it.
Phoenix sees Barnacle loading his crossbow bolt. He readies his spear.
And people still aren't coming. I will motion. Come on. This way.
He's like, I'm gonna ready my spear from like 30 feet away. Have fun with the melee combat, Barnacle.
You gotta remember, I can actually throw my spear and recall it to me because it's a bonded weapon. So literally, I can throw my spear at somebody, impale them with it, and then just be like, "Pink!" in back of my hand.
Yes, but you can't throw it through people, and all they have to be is 5 feet to the left, and you can't see them. Anyway, I'm motioning for people, and I'm waiting for us people to get down here.
Hina's just not.
All right, I'll open the door. Ooh.
All right. Oh, I need to make them visible.
Oh boy.
As I scroll down, these guys are further down than I thought. Yeah, so as you kick open the door, you do see the two lizard folk that you heard chatting, and you also spot some further in, to be some more cultists standing guard. And I'm going to have everyone give me initiative.
Alrighty.
I'm always so close to clicking the wrong character. It's fine. Did I? Apparently I didn't roll at all. It's fine.
I rolled a nat 20 on initiative. Imagine that.
Yeah.
I don't know how that gonna look.
Alrighty. Now, as we enter combats, the two lizard folk that were, standing, talking, they like kind of start turning in your direction as you open the door. But effectively, they were not expecting this. So, Phoenix.
Alright, I'm going to move through, can you lock the token?
Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
You move and you actually move and you're like, that's not supposed to happen.
That's definitely not supposed to happen. So I'm going to move. So it's 20 feet to this lizard folk, so 30 feet. I'm going to move 20 feet to this lizard folk, because it takes 10 feet to move through Merit space, right? 5 or 10.
Yep, it's difficult terrain.
Alright, 10. Sorry, that's
So that
30
would
feet.
be essentially 25 feet.
25 feet. Alrighty. I see all these guys lovingly standing there. And I'm going to take my spear out.
All right.
And I'm going to hit them with my spear. Stab him with my spear. And if that hits, I'm going to use Polar Master Attack, the second attack, and bonk him.
Okay. Sven, remind me, do they have advantage because they're surprised? Or do you guys, if someone's surprised, you have advantage to attack them? I forget if that's the ruling or not. Or is it just they don't
No,
have
they-
reactions? Or
they don't
get
have
to turn?
reactions until their turn has passed. I don't believe they have a surprise. Now you're making me second guess.
We can always whip out the player's handbook and look.
No, because, yeah. So, no, just roll your attack. I will double check myself as well, but roll your attack as normal for now.
Alright, we'll do.
I believe you don't. Yeah, I think it's just a regular roll. They just don't get their turn and don't get a reaction until their turn passes.
16. Oh, I forgot to target him. So let me do that. Do that. Target him. Okay, to target him. There we go. Bring that to him. That is a hit. We're gonna roll damage. And we're gonna roll damage. 1d8 plus 3. 4 damage. And now we're going to roll Polar Master Attack on him. 6. That is an automatic miss. So I go ahead and stab him. While he's surprised, I go ahead and stab him in the back and recall my spear back to me magically because it ports back to my hand. And that's going to end my turn.
Oh. Yeah. Flavor-wise, that works, I guess. I will remind you, it does technically take a bonus action to teleport back to your hand if you were to throw it.
Well, I'm not really throwing it, but you know what I mean. For roleplay purposes, I figured.
No, that works.
I'm not actually
reminding you. Yeah.
Well, I figured in a way if it's bonded to it, if it's a reaction to call it back to your hand, but like if you're stabbing somebody and then you take your hand away, I feel like for roleplay purposes, it should automatically port back to your hand. Get what I'm saying?
Yes, what you said was perfectly all right. I'm just reminding you because haven't had a chance to play at level 3 a whole lot just yet.
No. I know exactly what it is. Yeah, no, I know exactly what it is. That's why I chose
and with that, it brings us to Merritt.
Merritt is gonna move forward 5 feet, so he's got a clear view of that lizard folk. And then once he's there, he's gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt. Wow. And it does some damage. Max damage.
Nice.
Nice.
And then, being a weak spellcaster, he moves back. And, like, hides behind Ina.
I mean, to
And
be
that's his
fair,
turn.
statistically, that's been a pretty good place to hide behind.
Alrighty. Last of the cultists seem to take notice, bringing us to Ina.
Oh boy. So Ina's probably going to first cast Shillelagh. Because that is what does the most damage for her. So I will just add that effect to myself. And where did you say was difficult terrain again?
If you're moving through an allied space, it technically counts as difficult terrain. So,
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hid behind you so I wouldn't be blocking your movement.
Okay. Well, I do have the movement. No, yes, to move here, correct?
Yep, that just takes that would be 30.
Okay. Not an ideal place if I'm gonna be real, but also I don't want to be in the way if anyone else wants to get in here. And I'm gonna try to hit things with my stick. It's a big old stick. It hurts when you hit people with it.
Seems to be your that stick seems to be overflowing with life energy as you
Beat
imbue it
people
with
to death with
shillelagh and beat him over the head with it.
Bonk
Yup.
him. But she's bonking him.
The death-causing life energy.
Oh my goodness.
And you roll max damage.
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is
So
indeed death-causing life energy.
yeah.
To be fair. Sorry, go ahead.
You somehow change this lizard folk's race from a lizard folk into a turtle as you force his head into his body. Lizard folks' heads are not supposed to retract that way, so he must be a turtle as he falls dead.
True. Okay. Yeah.
So as she sends his head throughout his ass, does that cause a type of panic in the other guys, or I'm just asking
Yeah,
for a
roll
friend?
intimidation.
Yeah.
They roll intimidation.
Yo, my
They roll
intimidation is so bad. You do not want me to roll
Roll with
intimidation.
advantage.
What?
Roll intimidation with advantage.
Gosh, I think next time she has the opportunity to get a feat, she needs to be able to like
Look at
get
this.
proficiency in intimidation because
Why she doesn't say anything ever, and you guys are always like, what the frick is she doing this time?
You know what? I'm going to say that was because it was a feat. It was a feat of strength. We'll add your strength modifier instead of your charisma modifier.
yeah.
So instead of -3, it's a +3, so it's a 15.
yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Nick.
God, we should just like change the stat on her intimidation to strength. Never charisma, just strength.
Oh, goodness. The intimidation can't have anything to do with her, except for her beating the crap out of things, though.
The other lizard folk is currently frightened of Ina.
As he should be.
Are you doing anything else on your turn? I think that is it,
Yeah,
but
no, I did my bonus action, movement, and action. I'm pretty sure I literally can't do anything else. So,
all right, that brings us to Zolbit, who's going to um, hobble down his 20 feet with Bushy Brow on his back, and
we love him.
just uh, uh, um, will do a nice, easy little. Actually, what's the? Is there? Look at these. Let me just real quick check some. Hmm. He's gonna cast Entangle right there. Make these guys make a strength saving throw, and then turns that area into difficult terrain.
Nice. Honestly, I was kind of worried about getting swarmed, but it's fine. Silva's handling it.
Good
Huh.
old Zobit. Oh,
These cultists have no bonus, but they all rolled really high, so they all succeeded.
Oofta.
Um, so they are just not entangled, but they're still within difficult terrain. Um, but yeah, that's his go. I make sure to mark that spell slot. Bringing us to Barnacle.
All right, so I'm going to slide up a little bit, throw a net around this guy. Boo, missed. All right, I'm going to then offhand with my whip. Even worse. I'm still freaked out by this dead lizard next to me. So I'm going to move back, and he will get a attack if he chooses. He doesn't have to.
His turn has not gone yet, so he
Oh,
does not
nice.
have his thing yet, reaction yet.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to move one more today.
Okay. No, he's frighteningly kind of holding his shield like right in front of him, and just happen to have it in the right position to block your attack this turn. But yeah, he's frightened. Bringing us to Bushy Brow here, who's going to hop off and whoop, hop off his mount and move over to. Looks like a wall here is a little funky. Oh well. But he'll just kind of hop here in this little corner and attack the lizard folk. Sorry, I want to adjust this wall real quick. That apparently is lower than it should be. Nice. That worked out better than I thought. Yeah, he'll run right there and plot the little lizard folk right here. And unfortunately miss. Bringing us to the lizard folk, who finally has his reaction back, but is still very much frightened.
Alrighty, so now we're going to go step on his body, and or step
It's a
past
great
his.
place with a superb foothold.
Yes, exactly, and go stab the other lizard folk, and then do the same thing with Polearm Master attack. And if I hit the first time, to go to my abilities because my dumbass is forgetting how this application works. Anyways, we're going to roll Spirit Hit. I got a 18. That is a hit. That is roll damage.
Thanks, Nick.
Mhm.
I got an 8. Now we're going to use Polearm Master attack. That is a dirty 20 as well. We're going to roll bludgeoning damage. Alrighty, and that is almost max. And that is max bludgeoning damage. So I stab him, and then I take my spear out, and then bonk him on the head as I'm trying to imitate Fira by sending his head through his ass, which doesn't actually work properly, and that's gonna end my turn.
You end up giving him more black eye than anything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Goodness. Frankly ridiculous, Nick.
All right, this cultist is gonna wrestle himself out of the entangle, and he managed to succeed being restrained, and is gonna rush up. Again, kind of like the other cultists you fought so far, they don't seem to be too deterred by you decimating some of their own. And he's going to attempt to slash at you with the scimitar he's wielding.
Don't do that.
Yeah. Now you just kind of see him swinging, and you just put out your arm right where his arm is, and grab him by the wrist for a brief second, so it just stops him mid-strack before he gets free. That's all he can do. This guy will also rush forward. And odds or evens?
I'm gonna say evens.
Okay, this guy attacks you.
Oh boy. They're a little
also
scared
misses.
of me, apparently. A little bit. Not
Well, I
quite
don't
it.
seem to show on their face. There seems to be some deeper thing that seems to be hitting them. This guy's going to actually go through the difficult terrain if I can press the right button. There we go. 20. When it gets about there, we'll dash to get here. $30. Manages to just get here, and we'll take a swing at Ina.
Oh boy.
Also misses. You just kind of take your imbued staff and just kind of like bringing across, blocking all these guys.
I do also have a shield, if you forgot about that.
Yeah, I did forget about that. So you could just easily block it with your, you know, shield of, you know, basically woven trees, tree
a
branches.
woven willow tree, but like the branches of
Yeah.
willow are much thicker than you thought that someone would physically be able to weave.
Yeah. Bringing us to Merritt.
I have it equipped, which I
Okay.
should. It is equipped. Never mind.
Question, because I think that it would be cool if I did this. Could I like use minor illusion to like basically like help and like create the sound coming from like behind the cultists of like arrows whizzing towards them or something?
Yeah, you could definitely do that to try and distract the cultists, giving basically to give people advantage on their first attack against them.
Yeah,
I will require an Arcana check. I will let this be an Arcana check with your spellcasting modifier.
okay,
Or-
cool.
Yeah, just to see how well you do. All right, that's pretty good. Yeah, no, Ina, Phoenix, and Barnacle, if you weren't looking in the direction you see the sound coming from, you would swear someone's shooting arrows at you as you see all these, all the people kind of near you start like, kind of seeming distractedly behind them, like bracing for impact of being shot.
Anyway, I just think that's fun, so that's my turn.
Yeah. This guy's gonna rush up. Barnacle, odds or evens?
Even.
All right, this guy's going to attack Merritt, or not Merritt, attack Ina.
I'm like, wait a second. He runs up to melee range just to do a ranged attack?
No. And with this guy here, they do have flanking online on Ina, which with 4 people is a plus
That's a lot.
6.
Dear goodness gracious me.
Watch him roll a 1.
That was instead of 19 plus their bonus. This one actually managing to basically get behind you, still does minimum damage as barely like nicks you as you're just like it's like shield blocking multiple strikes at once. This guy gets behind you, you just kind of put out your hand and like you catch the blade, just barely nicking your hand.
Guys are probably like, what is this?
Roll another strength-based intimidation check.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry, that's so funny.
This person just gets here with all the movement, taking an action, the dash, and everything. But that is their turn. It does go for the flanking. It's flanking online +2. If you have a third person +4. 4 people, it's +6. But then if it's all surrounded, it's +10. So
oh boy,
between 4 people and surrounded, it's still +6. So yeah.
So
I mean,
plus
hey,
is a lot, and I only have an AC of 14.
yeah, you've only been hit once.
Yet they're a little bit
Look,
scared.
man, you turned the lizard folk into a turtle. That's scary.
A stomped Koopa. Anyways,
What
that
are
brings
you,
us to your
Mario?
turn.
Let's use this spell. I don't get to use it very often. Yeah. So Ina is going to hold her staff up above her head. Wait, let me see if I have anything better. No. Oh yes, so she holds her staff up above her head and brings it down onto the ground in front of her, and she casts Thunder Wave.
Nice. It is a 15-foot cubed coming out of off of you. So you,
Pick 3.
if you want, yeah. So pick 3. Yeah.
I was
Or she could get Joe Phoenix's permission from him and use him as a bullet sponge and hit all 6 of them, including the lizard folk. All 4 of them, including the lizard folk and him.
Yeah, no, I think I'll just hit the 3 that are directly south of, or not directly, that are south of her.
Okay.
Sorry, Squeaker. Sorry. Um,
I'm just saying, I gave you permission to use me as a meat shield, so.
That's fine. Okay, I am not targeting anything weird. That's great. Good to know.
I have to know, what is a temperamental red chin curtain? What the fuck is that?
Should I do?
I'm just going to interpret that as if he has like a very
Nice.
a big a big beard that's red, but it's or no. It's more of a he has a long neck beard, but it's patchy. We'll say we'll
Oof.
interpret it that way.
What
She is
classifies
not
as
very good at magic, apparently. That
what
was
classifies as raw bone?
Ooh.
Just curious.
He's very bony, very wiry. I will say you can almost see his bones. We'll say. I don't come up with these nicknames.
2 of them got pushed, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
but I did such.
That is this guy.
But you pushed him.
Yeah. Remind me, is it 10 or 15 feet?
10.
It's 10.
Boop, boop. And the other one is strapping.
Oh, apparently I haven't used my. Okay. So I will then use my bonus action to summon my wildfire spirit. Let me just double check, because I'm remembering that there's something that happens when there's.
Kind of has a little explosion upon summoning within, I believe, a.
I think it's a 5-foot radius.
Yeah, within a 5-foot radius.
Each creature within 10 feet.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, 10 feet. Nice.
There's that. Now I have to decide where to summon it. Yeah, let's go right here.
Good choice, good choice.
Alrighty. Real quick. Your initiative is 10. So I'll also put this at 10.
Awesome.
And throw it right there. If you want to erase your thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was working. Thank you.
That's I believe if you want to target all the cultists, including yourself, because does it specify yourself?
It does specify excluding me.
Perfect. You'll
each
specify
Yeah.
other than you. Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very nice. How much damage? 2d6 fire damage. Do I have that coded somewhere?
Did code a summoning thing for you. I just don't think I wrote in.
Let me see if the fiery teleport is the same. No, it's
Fiery
not.
teleport is less damage.
Mm-hmm. Squeaker. Okay, so what would you like me to do for that damage?
So make sure you have the Wildfire Spirit character selected. Have
Okay.
it target all the cultists, and then roll the save for summon.
Am I targeting? Yes, okay. It's not working.
Here, see if I can help real quick.
Yes, please do. Thank you. I'm just struggling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3.
Gosh, this
6.
is
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are you missing?
this is like a baby fireball, y'all.
It's the cutest fireball I've ever seen.
Yes.
Oh, nope, that's everyone.
Okay, everyone's targeted.
Yep. Now you can just click the save button and then roll damage.
The save for what?
Summon.
You like you said it. Oh, you did. You just coded it in. Oh wow. Let me scroll down. Wow, so many
Fail,
failures.
fail.
Love that for
Yeah,
him.
only one success.
Love that for him. Not min damage. Like,
Nice
oh
damage.
Oof.
my gosh. Oh my gosh. What?
Oh, you
Oh my gosh, she does cast fireball.
pretty much.
What the
Oh
heck?
wow.
That
Jesus.
was a massacre. Oh my goodness.
They're reduced to like a pile of ash and
I
bone.
was over here like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get myself killed. I ran in there and I was ready to be melee, and I am so screwed. We have another druid in the back, so someone will be able to heal me. I was so worried. And then wildfire
Yeah.
spirit just vaporizes most of them. What the heck?
Yeah.
The
So
wildfire
this round
spirit
up.
was like the wildfire spirit was like the guy from the Suicide Squad movie where he was in the criminal yard and he just lets
Yeah,
out a
El
big
Diablo,
circle of fire.
or whatever his
Yeah,
name was.
El Diablo. Yeah, and just lets out a big ring of fire and incinerates everybody in the vicinity. That's literally what I got from that whole
Yeah.
ordeal.
Except in this case, where it's just this cute little spirit thing in the center, just sitting there, does a
Horrible.
little adorable
This
wave.
one guy that succeeded is like, oh my gosh, I almost just got hurt to death.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Surprisingly, though,
that's
seems still unbothered by it. Seems still determined to attack. As everyone else
cultists
is kind
can
of
be
burned
like
to a
that
crisp and falls
apparently.
dead. Yeah.
Pretty much, and
That'll
Elizabeth's
be my
still
turn.
cowering in fear.
Yeah.
Oh
Uh,
goodness.
I will say so you start off doing like a thunder wave, sending two of them flying back. The noise echoing both behind and ahead of you. Before summoning your spirit, a burst of flame, taking out most of the guards. Which brings
Dear
us to
Lord,
Zolbit.
Tina. Dear Lord.
Well, step forward. Um, and we'll just chill touch onto the lizard folk there for a nat 20. Um, to finish off this lizard folk.
Oh
Um,
God.
sending out this kind of spectral hand that just kind of goes into its chest and crushes its heart as he falls down dead.
Yay, good thing we have Zolbit save the encounter. We're all saved now.
Yep. It's a little bit hard carry.
No, you mean wildfire spirit hard carry?
We're not talking about that.
I'm surprised
All right, so I'm
Zolbin
going to stay
wasn't.
away from this fiery explosion thing and move over to here. And as a halfling, I can move through people's spaces.
Isn't
Yeah,
that so
you
right?
just crawl under Phoenix's legs,
So
pretty
I'm going
much.
to attack my whip and my net. See if we can get it to work. Goodness sakes. Alright, one last whip. Wow.
I think
Okay,
you need to change your dice color,
so
Barnacle.
I'm going to be looking around the room. Oh, it's pretty cool pillars over there.
Always press the wrong button.
Hmm.
Dice.
Those of you who can kind of see down into the other room, uh, see these two troglodytes seem to run up from the stairs at the far end of the room. These troglodytes are carrying simple shields and what looks to be these kind of white javelins, probably made of bone.
Okay. Well, if
And
Zolbit
they seem
hadn't
to be
cast
rushing up.
his hand, they wouldn't have heard the fight. Thanks a lot, Zolbit.
Yeah, it's a very loud hand.
His chill touch.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't the thunder wave at all.
Bushy Brow is going to come up and gets a hit in on this last cultist. Dealing a little bit of damage.
Nice.
That brings us to Phoenix.
Alright, well, Phoenix can see the giant S based on his field of view. What is that giant S? Can I see that from the
They're stairs. I'm using a token to mark where the stairs are because it's not on the map.
Oh,
So
okay.
they're
I thought
just
it was.
they're
I
stairs
thought
indicating
I,
down
I
or
thought it
looking
might
up.
have been a enemy or something. That's what I was asking.
No. To clarify, the S is are the stairs that seem to be descending downward. These two troglodytes just ran up the stairs and seem to be coming towards you.
All right.
This
Well,
little pathway between, um, you know, these two rooms is kind of like a bit of a more dirt floor.
I'm gonna move 20 feet, and do I get flanking on that position?
Yep.
'Cause, all right,
And you'll
I'm gonna
get
move.
a +6 thanks to Barnacle and Ina also being on this person.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a plus. Do I roll that for damage or attack? I think damage. I'm gonna do a
To
+6.
attack.
So I'm
Yeah.
doing my +6 to the modifier, and then I'm gonna roll my spear and polearm master. Even if my spear doesn't hit, I'm gonna bonk him with my polearm master attack. So I'm gonna do two
Okay.
attacks basically this time. I'm gonna roll that 23.
That is a hit.
I forgot to target him. Is it a crit though? That's the question. No, it's not a crit.
Well, a 12 is not a crit, but a 23 does hit.
Okay.
Maybe
All
1,
right.
2 now roll damage.
Didn't see what it was, but yeah, no. Long story short, I'm gonna roll damage now. Roll 4, and then I'm gonna do +6 again because I have the advantage for polearm master attack. That's an automatic miss. A 1.
Oof.
That's depressing. Do I have inspiration? Yes, I did. Can I reroll that?
Yeah. If you want to use your inspiration to reroll that, feel free.
I will use my inspiration to reroll that polearm master attack. No, that's better.
Yeah.
That's a hit. So, alright, now we're gonna bonk him. He's dying. And I'm going to tell everybody we have troglodytes incoming, so be prepared. I'm gonna yell, not yell out, but I'm gonna motion at there, point at the troglodytes and be like, "We have troglodytes coming from the south that I can see." Because I know Merritt and Zolbit probably can't see them, so. But Merritt can see me, so. And that's when I end my turn. So as I just stab and then I bonk this troglodyte, I hit him so hard the second time because the
All right.
first time didn't count, you know, and I knock him unconscious or I knock him out and he dies. I hit him so hard he dies.
All right.
I
You
sent him to
gonna
horny
stay
jail.
there, or are you gonna end your turn? Are you gonna
Uh,
maneuver a little bit more, or
yeah, I'm going to maneuver, so I'm standing right
you
here.
have
So
about 10 more feet of movement?
all right, so I'm gonna move there. That red block, is Zolbit still channeling that, or is that gone?
He's still channeling it,
Is it
so
rough
it's just
terrain?
difficult terrain.
All right, well, Felix is going to move to position himself 5 more feet so he can start the move around the difficult terrain,
All right.
and that's gonna end my turn.
Watch coming up behind these other two troglodytes. What appears to be a more better armored troglodyte. He's wielding a one of those spiked shields. He has some chainmail armor. He's wearing what looks to be kind of a feathered helmet and a spear that looks to be stained with blood.
Sir, who have you
That
been
brings us to
stabbing?
Yeah,
Merritt. Thanks for reposting Mantha's comment. Just have Merritt come to kind of stand where they can see. Is that within their? I believe that's within range of Firebolt. Yeah, Firebolt's 120, so. And that's only 90 feet. So we'll
nice.
try and blast one of the incoming trogs. And unfortunately, that is a miss. Alrighty. They will leave that as their turn. Finally, you see coming up behind the trogs appears to be Clay,
Ah,
wielding his
nice.
pickaxe
Another chance at
or
hit.
his war pick. That is his turn, bringing us to Ina.
Well, you guys take a break.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom and grab a sandwich out the fridge. So give me a few.
All right.
Okay.
As much as I hate to admit it, I was. Oh, they're down there. Okay. I'm like, where the fudge nugget are they? Alright.
They're in the other room, but like because both rooms are lit, you can still kind of see them.
Okay, okay. Um,
Yeah.
sorry, I had to cough real quick.
But yeah, as a reminder, we got the red square, which is difficult terrain as these kind of little plants have kind of grown between the little cobblestones there. These kind of roots that have made it difficult to walk through. You got like a little kind of dirt walkway between the two rooms. And yeah.
Say hello. Welcome to Delta's Ghost. Stopping in, asking if this was 5e. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by to watch us play some D&D.
It's fine. So Ina is probably going to. I'm looking through my inventory. I do have one potion of healing, but I'm thinking I will use a spell slot. Because Everyone else is looking pretty good, but I've taken. Well, Phoenix is not as good as everyone else, but Ina's the worst, so she's gonna heal herself a little bit because we've got more enemies incoming. I do have healing spells sometimes. She's just so good at murdering things. So, not bad, not bad. I'll click off another spell slot, and she's probably. I swear, I'm starting to get better after being sick, so I'll probably stand here. My wildfire spirit, she will direct to go over here. And that will be her turn.
I'm back, guys.
Welcome back.
Okay. We move there as the wildfire spirit gets to here. Actually, wait. The wildfire spirit flies, doesn't it?
I believe it does.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, it gets there.
Dun dun dun. We're not gonna think about that. Just forget that ever happened.
Yeah. So the
Okay.
wildfire spirit could have technically moved across the red square as well because they don't touch the
True.
ground. They
Yes,
fly.
I did think about that, but I'm like, this is fine, and so I didn't
Yeah.
do it.
A little like flyer trail, kind of tracing its path as it's moving around.
Just a baby.
Brings us to Zolbit, who is going to drop concentration on Entangle. Just so that everyone else's ease of moving forward, if they so wish. Gonna move a little bit more central so he can actually get a view. I will have to check the distance on one of his spells. This is also 120 feet. Sweet. He will cast Chill Touch at the troglodyte, managing to still hit. Sending a ghostly hand to zap his life force, bringing us to Barnacle.
All right. Well, I was going to ask somebody to hand me my crossbow, but they all left. So I'm going to move 15 feet, grab my crossbow, and then.
While you're there, give me a quick perception check.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. Then I'm going to double move. I just had to double check make sure my movement was 25. As I'm going to move 35, which is the rest of my movement. I presume these dark things are pillars.
Yes, though I forgot to, do a little thing around them, but yes, they are pillars.
Actually, I'm going to. Oh, just a moment. Let me.
This is what you
There we
hear
go.
when you go to pick up your thing.
All right, I'm going to shut the door.
Okay.
Say,
Yeah.
We saw. And I think I have 10 more feet to go there. I was going to say, there's might be something coming down the hall, Merritt, so keep an eye on that door. As I now have my crossbow.
Any? Every time. I forget. Guy's gonna run forward, then he will end up dashing to right there. Same with this guy. Dashing to get a little bit closer, but yeah.
They're doing a great job.
Actually, they'll go there. Kind of stopping right at the entrance. Yeah, spears ready, shields up.
Isn't there noxious fumes flammable? So when they get close to the spirit, they light on fire.
More of a body odor than a fume. So no.
You would think with how they smelled, but unfortunately.
You might have to apply the flames more directly to test that theory. Does bring us to Bushy Brow, which Bushy Brow being Bushy Brow will just try and run up and end up dashing to stand. Actually, will not stand there. Will end up standing right here, just putting a little bit of distance between him and the Wildfire Spirit. As he runs up, sees Wildfire Spirit, slightly corrects.
Oh goodness, it's fine.
Ina technically has a nuclear weapon on her that follows her around at all times. Technically, Phoenix is going to look at Phoenix is going to look at the door. Phoenix is going to look at the doors and ask the GM, do the doors have handles on them?
What doors are you talking about?
The doors that Barnacle closed. Do the doors have handles on them?
Yes, they're more of like a. On this side, it's more of a bar. It looks like they aren't like twist handles. They're very much like the. You grab onto the handle and pull. Not like a turn.
So, is there any way I can either use my spear and my axe to jam the doors so they can't get through if they are coming this way? Because he heard Barnacle say we might
you could
have
probably
company.
put your weapon through the through both handles and kind of prevent the door from being opened if you wanted to. Act as like a little bit of a mini kind of barricade thing.
Yeah, so Phoenix is going to use his movement to move here, and then move up here to do that, and shove his spear into the door, or whatever he has that can block it. How big are the handles? Do I need a spear or my hand axe work? My offhand hand axe.
Thinking about, you could possibly try and make your hand axe work, but you don't know how well it would hold. Your spear would definitely hold it, for sure. It's more of a, if you put your hand axe in, it might hold it briefly, but it might be able to be jiggled out fairly easily.
Well, I have 2 spears on me, so I could use my offhand spear and stick it in there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my offhand spear, the one that's on my back, to actually jam the door with, so they can't get it open. Do I need to roll athletics or dexterity check or anything to tell me how well I do, or?
I will say you just spend your action doing that. So yeah, you you spend your action like grabbing your other spear and like looping it through securely.
All right.
Yeah.
So I use my offhand spear to take that off because I have two spears on me. I use my offhand spear to take those.
Yep.
So let me go to my inventory and take that as not one. The spear is not carried. So
Okay. Are you doing anything with your bonus action or?
my bonus action is I'm trying to think what I
Don't
should do. Dude, can I use cantrip as a bonus action?
uh, not unless it says you can. That is a later
Okay.
ability I believe you can.
All
I
right.
think the only one you have available to you at the moment is Second Wind.
Okay. I was gonna say, let me read what second wind does. Second
It just heals
wind.
you a little bit.
Okay, I didn't know. I already used my action surge, so I can't use that to give me another action. Alright. I think I'm just going to use my bonus action to dash, basically. And then,
You do not have the ability to dash as a bonus action, unfortunately.
well, then
So essentially, your option is: do you want to use Second Wind or possibly drink the potion you have on hand? Because for my campaign, uh, you can drink potions as a bonus action.
yeah, I think I'll just use the potion of
Okay.
healing grows, whatever that means.
It tastes horrible as it, which unfortunately does not look like it's coded in your thing. So just roll me a 2d4,
2d4.
and it's 2d4 plus 2.
Okay,
So
so let me drop that plus two.
yep.
2d4. Yeah. 2d4. There you go.
All
That's a
right, you
plus.
heal 5.
I
I will
think
adjust
I
that here in a
took.
second,
I was gonna
and
say, yeah, I took 7, so I I'm
yep.
going
So
to
It just
drink
you're
the
tastes really
potion.
bad.
Yeah,
yeah. It
I was gonna say I'm drinking the potion, and I'm like, God, what did Merritt even give me? It tastes like shit.
Yeah, you drink it, and while you feel some of your wounds start to close, you immediately regret your decision. You actually like uh, you know, like no, bad effect really happens to you besides the role play of you drank something you really wish you had.
Pretty much, yeah. But,
But that will be the end of your turn.
all right, that's gonna end my
Look,
turn.
all of
Yeah.
the best medicines taste bad, okay?
Um,
Says Merritt, the one who isn't drinking the actual potion.
He made that potion. You're welcome.
um, you
I could
do.
have just kept it and not let you heal at all, okay? Fuck off.
I have second wind. I can heal far more than what a potion would heal me. So try again,
Why
Merritt.
drink the potion then?
This Trog will run up here,
Do you have the
and
same weapons?
uh, he has so the two regular troglodytes have just regular shields and then what appear to be kind of bone spears. This one has he has a spiked shield similar to the lizard folk. His
Similar
spear
to
looks a
what
little
I
bit
have.
different. He's
Similar to what
wearing
I have.
chainmail.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, he's wearing chainmail and seems to have a feathered helmet on.
Yeah.
But he kind of, you runs up to about halfway down the, little walkway here, sees the two little guys, takes his spear and chucks it at, give me odds or evens.
I'm gonna go for evens.
Okay, the wildfire spear gets attacked as this spear gets thrown at it.
I'm behind a corner.
That is a nat 1.
That's
So instead,
Nice.
it goes like because he's also trying to avoid his ally. It just goes right over the wildfire spirit, sticking into the pillar. Before he seems to stick his hand out, and the spear seems to evaporate into this kind of red mist before coalescing back in his hand. But that's the end of his
Ooh,
turn.
fancy.
Hey guys, I'm back. Um,
Well,
Merritt,
Just in
honestly,
turn.
hmm.
Do you need a recap of what's currently going on?
I'm guessing we killed the cultists, and then the door at the to the south opened, and more trogs came.
Did
There's
you
no
not
door.
Uh,
see how we killed the
it's
cultist?
so it's a stairway to the south. A few trogs came, having slightly different equipment than what you've seen in the past, and one seeming to have much more than the other two. And then you also see Clay like having just kind of stepped up the stairs.
That motherfucker, where is he?
He's
Also, not to mention,
down
Can you see
also,
him? Yeah, you can.
I
He's
can.
yeah.
That bitch.
now.
Real quick, as a quick side note, we will go to the end of this round and then we will stop for our break.
Good to know.
Look, I have been saving this for so long, and I kind of feel like Merritt might do the stupid thing here. So he's gonna go do the stupid thing.
Oh boy.
All right.
I might not be able to get close enough to do the stupid thing. Hold up.
That
Um,
might be for the best, you know? Oops,
I
too far
definitely
away.
can't get close enough this turn.
No.
You could spend your turn getting close enough. You just gotta, barrel through the other
Oh,
troglodytes. No,
sorry,
I don't know what
Jim.
you're actually doing. So,
Mm.
alrighty. So,
He is moving 30 feet. And then he's gonna. Uh, he's playing it safe for now. He's gonna go ahead and just cast Firebolt on the troglodyte that's hurt more.
okay.
That's a hit, and it does some damage. And it hurts a lot. It like thought that it was done dealing with this little fire thing, and then suddenly there's more fire.
All right. He's gonna move a little bit closer. Okay. Hmm.
Rude. Whatever is happening is rude.
How dare he?
I just gotta double check one more thing. Oh, yeah. So you watch as he brings up his stump of a arm that seems, and the kind of emerald green crystal that's at the end of his arm seems to
That's
glow.
new, isn't it?
Uh, you saw it. Well, I mean, he's always had the one arm, but you did see the crystal at the end of his stump during the last fight you had with him when he took out
But not when we first met him, right?
Not what he, no, he had
Okay.
his like sleeve kind of over it. But yeah, when he
Got
kind of took out Soul. This needs to be. Because apparently this did not get code properly. I need Ina Barnacle to make and Zolbit, but I will roll that. I need you two to make some saving throws.
I'm
These
best at
are
strength. It's probably not
dexterity
strength.
saving throws.
Ew. Ina's too much of a unit to be able to be good at
Oh, I meant
dexterity.
to uncheck that.
Uh-oh.
So
No, Zolbit.
Ina and Zolbit fail as the kind of ground under you kind of starts to shake and burst upward. Is some good roll on that. Ina and Zolbit take 21 points of damage.
Good lord. No,
That's
I'm
a
glad
really
I
good
healed
roll
a
on his
little
part.
bit. Yeah, no, I'm glad I healed a little bit, or else I would have been down.
Um,
Uh-oh.
and Barnacle, you take 10 damage, which takes out your temporary hit points and nothing else. So you, Barnacle, kind of like dance out of the way as the ground kind of bursts from below you, making the area difficult terrain. Zolbitz and Ina, unfortunately, are not as quick, so and are kind of caught in the bursts. These the stone ground kind of pelting them as they are hit with this. Uh, this is as he kind of does so. You see as he then kind of lowers his arm and seems to pant as if that took a lot out of him to do.
Well, I'm
Um,
hoping we can't do that again. Yeah, that'll be
yeah,
coming bad for me.
yeah. Effectively,
Um,
uh, the area of the red square is now just kind of rubble and difficult terrain.
okay,
Okay.
good to know. I was about to ask.
Yeah.
um, oh boy. Well, first things first, let's have the wildfire spirit do what I originally wanted it to do before everyone started running down to greet our new friends. Because as of right now, no one but the enemy is within 5 feet, and this is not the summon, so it's only 5 feet. Fiery teleport is only 5 feet versus 10. Um, but, I don't know if the bushy brow would be smart enough to like hold on, or I would want it to teleport with the wildfire spirit, but I don't know if it would do that. I don't know if it is willing.
Bushy Brow?
Yes. Probably not willing to get close to the wildfire spirit because it's fire and it just saw.
I will say for the situation of Bushy Brow specifically, not being the smartest NPC and
Yeah.
being a plant creature,
Yeah.
he is not considered willing.
Yes, that would make a lot of sense. But let's real quick just do a little teleport, and it's going to teleport back. Oh, let's say here. I can't see the squares very well. I'm sorry if I'm not centered on a square. And so this one is
I'll just adjust as needed.
okay. Let
There,
me see.
I think. Oh, yeah, there we go.
I'm like, Nick.
Sorry, I lowered the opacity. So
Honestly, I don't know. Okay, I figured it out. Woo! Um, I don't. Does it do no damage? Yeah. Oh, it
Yay,
actually
he
does.
failed.
failed.
So he takes
Wow.
damage.
Takes a little bit of fire damage. Ouch. Burn him.
Yeah. He's not looking too good.
um, Ina is then going
He
to.
really
That's
isn't looking good.
10. Yeah. I just used the healing spell as the thing. I say as if that should be a reason why I shouldn't heal on this low on health. Um, yeah, no, I'll step out. Nah, that's 10, 15, 20,
Just remember, drinking a
25,
potion takes a
30.
bonus action. Giving someone a potion takes an action. So,
Okay. Well,
Yes.
just
the thing
saying.
with potions is, well, yeah, okay.
Someone go to you.
It's just a lot. I'm trying to think of the best possible thing I can do. And I'm like, well, potions are like one-time use. But a spell, on the other hand, I just take a long rest and they're all back. We don't know how many more fights we're
As
gonna be in,
you
though.
move away and seem to is a little bit good at reading people, notices you deliberating about this, says, I basically, yeah, he says in his own way, I got you.
Cool. Okay. Well, um,
He does go right after you, too. So,
yeah, I noticed that. And that's part of the reason why I was deliberating so much. Is like, Zolbit could like do the healing spirit thing. um, also has healing spirit, which is nice.
It's a
But
really good spell.
it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
I have definitely cheesed with that spell in one of Nick's campaigns before. And then my character died in the second session.
Not my fault.
No, your
It
fault.
wasn't. Um,
It just wasn't meant to be. They were supposed to die.
okay.
Uh,
Nick, I am, however, gonna go at the break though, because I am not feeling too well. I got a really bad migraine just now, and I'm sick to my stomach.
totally all right. Um,
I'm
Feel
sorry.
better, man.
yeah, no, we will be ending here short. We're going to the break here shortly if you want to go now, too.
Well, you know
Alright,
what?
awesome.
Standing next to Merritt after I just saw what Clay did is really stupid, but also I don't know where else I would go. It would
Alright,
probably
guys.
be
Merritt
just
is also gonna do some stupid stuff, so.
Have a
awesome.
good night, Joker.
Cool. Would just be
Hey,
stupid
Joker.
together.
Nick, if you want to give my character either Mantha, Spen, or whoever wants to play it just for fighting purposes, feel free to have them do so.
Okay, sounds good. Have a good night.
Talk to you guys later.
Okay, you know what? I have the guidance spell, y'all. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm like, I could hold my action, but I not really want to getting too much closer. So guidance. Um, it, touches your shoulder, Merit, and you get guidance on you. You have
A D4 on an ability check.
yes, you are being
Made with
encouraged to do stupid things, unbeknownst to Ina, but you are being encouraged.
Valid.
that will drop because it's concentration.
It's
It will drop
concentration, by
Shillelagh.
the way.
Oh,
But
okay.
actually, I'm pretty sure Shillelagh's concentration. Let me double check that. Or does it just last a minute?
Oh, it just lasts a minute. That's so
Oh, never mind
nice.
then. Yeah.
I was about to be like, oh, that's no good, but it's not. Cool.
Cool.
And that'll be my turn, I suppose. I've used my movement. I've used my action. Guess I could drink a potion. I'll drink a potion. Let's not play with fire. We'll buy another one later.
Before you do, I believe directing your wildfire spirit to do something, such as attack or
Oh.
teleport,
Teleport
takes
is
your
a
bonus
bonus
action.
action. Okay, so then I won't drink a potion. It's been decided for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're like, I don't have to
You're
use a
correct.
bonus action because I never had one in the first place.
Because I already
It's like
did.
I want to not do stuff like that because I love to play with fire and I love hoarding my potions and spell slots. So,
Zolbit is also going to move to kind of hobble off to the side, but seeing as you seem to be more injured than him, will cast uh, the wow. Why am I blinking on the word? A healing spirit centered on you. So this kind of spectral turtle appears kind of in your space.
oh boy.
I'm just gonna do.
It's just a turtle shell and it like wraps around her back, turns her into a turtle. See how it feels.
Yeah, just kind of in that spot. We'll move stuff as needed. Sorry, do that. And trying to remember if this happens whenever you or a creature you see moves to the spirit's space for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. You can cause spirit to restore hit points. Heals 1 plus spellcasting ability modifier times. Cool. I will say casting it and having it summon, it counts as entering into space for the first time. So you heal a d6.
Hooray.
That is,
Nice. 5.
yeah. Nice. And it can heal a total of. Okay. I'll say last time, or, we used to not do this quite as right because it specifies in the spell it can only heal a certain number of times. We didn't always follow that rule.
Per round or in general?
In general, it heals 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. After it heals that many times, the spirit disappears.
Oh, wow. That's really nerfed. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if that was something that got changed later, or what, but it's like in the fine print near the end of the spell.
Nice.
So that I only just realized upon rereading the spell. So
It's only a bonus action to cast, though. So, trade-offs.
I googled it.
Right,
It was
Zobit
changed in 2020.
Oh,
Got
okay.
nerfed.
That's yeah. So that's his
So
bonus
we did
action.
it right before.
So he did actually do it right before, apparently. He will then use his action to cast Chill Touch on that hurt troglodyte. Because that is just his bonus action.
oh my goodness.
And he apparently crits the guy.
Nice. He's getting
Fuck
good
yeah.
at this.
Or even more damage on the guy with 1 hit point.
Nice.
Yeah, he just yep, spectral hand into the chest, crushing the heart, like a like that's like the scene from the second Indiana Jones movie, except from a distance.
Oh, wow.
Bringing us to Barnacle as that Trog dies.
All right, so I'm going to step back, set my. I was doing something else and forgot. All right, so I step back, and set my crossbow down, and all of a sudden, this cloud of fog starts billowing up, and they want us, they're gonna have to come get us. So as I pres- um, I presume I can center it so that it completely covers the ceiling to floor in that passageway.
Yep, the passageway goes up about 15 feet, so
Perfect. Yep.
you are able to kind
And
of just
here it is.
nice.
It was heavily obscured, and I'm going to go down on one knee, grab my crossbow again, and just sort of brace my elbow on my knee as wait for this something come out of the fog so I can shoot it. And I'll put the concentration on me.
Alrighty. You watch us coming out of the edge of the fog. That other troglodyte that's kind of, there on the edge steps forward. Um, and he is just gonna make an attack on Bushy Brow here. That is a hit. That is minimum damage. He is going to try
Yay.
and follow up with a bite.
Bite a
That is
bush.
also a hit.
Ooh.
For a bit more damage. Bushy Brow is looking pretty bit rough now, as he
Baby.
has, you know, as he's essentially kind of skewered, like pinned him briefly with his little bone javelin, and then like took a bite and tore off a big chunk of his, bushy form.
No.
Still holding together, but he's looking really bad. Brings us to Bushy Brow, who is going to disengage and move away.
Yay.
Gonna kind of go just over here, skirting around the fire spirits.
Understandably so, I would think. I too would be skirting around the fire spirit if it literally couldn't hurt me. Or if it
Yep.
could hurt it,
And that brings us to the end of that round. On top of the next round, we will take our 15-minute break here.
Okay, I'm going to do a. You want me to do the boost of healing for. Oops, I clicked it instead of dragging it. Bushy Brow. There you go. Just redeemed. Thanks to Mantha8225 in the chat.
He's now healed back to full.
I said, I just remembered we could do this. If Bushy Brow dies, I riot.
Yeah.
I mean, I would too, to be honest.
Who needs to heal your party members when you can heal the
Ian is
companion?
fine. Ian is fine.
All right,
Okay.
we'll come back. We'll be right back about 5 after the hour, and hopefully finish up this combat. All right.
Well, I'll be back.
All right, we are back. Before we jump back into it, I did want to say that there are some really cool things coming down the pipe for Fantasy Grounds right now in the test channel. This is more just flavor. It's not really has anything to do with being able to play, but they are. I don't know if you've ever used the little cardboard standees that have a plastic base and they stick up. They're now making it to where a player or DM can click on it and the view will switch to that. So it's a 3D view with all the little tokens or standees, including elevation. So if you have a bird flying up or your elemental spirit goes up 10 feet, it'll appear 10 feet above everybody else in a little 3D view. They also have a first person view. So if you want to see what your character sees specifically as you move around and look around, they have that. And back to the more useful things that aren't just flavor, you will be able to ping on the map. So instead of having to draw an arrow, you'll be able to go click and then a little radius ping will come out from that spot. And to move the map, you'll be able to use ASWD instead of using the control wheel to move around on the map. So lots of cool things coming down the pipe. I just talked to a person today, IRL, who just switched over to Fantasy Ground from Roll20 because of the frustration of using that virtual tabletop. And he really likes what he's seen and what he's been doing with Fantasy Grounds. So, because I have my Fantasy Grounds shirt on, so he saw it. So, I'm excited. Still like it. I'm still excited because they continue to make it improve it and still make it better. So, that is my spiel for the day. Turn it back over to Nick. Take it away.
Nice. As we jump back into things, does anyone want to control Phoenix for the rest of this combat?
I can. I think I've controlled him before, so I don't have to read as much.
All right. Pretty much, he just has a, stab thing, hit it with, and then bonus action hit thing with the spear. Or if he throws his spear, he can use his bonus action to call it back to him. Other than that, it's kind of regular. Does have his second wind, but
he has a much higher chance of staying clothed if Mantha runs him.
He does actually have a couple of spells and cantrips, but pretty much results with he has Booming Blade as a cantrip if you wanted to use that as an attack instead of his regular attack. But with that though, as you grab him, it is his turn.
I see.
Oofed.
I mean, Booming Blade isn't instead of, it is in addition to, so there's not a good reason not to. Except it's really far away, so maybe... Phoenix thinks that maybe he missed just because, it was a bad angle. So he's, gonna move 5 feet and, throw his spear again. None of the spears that are coated, there's 2 of them. None of them are thrown.
You can click it. Just click the little sword and it becomes thrown.
I know he used to have one. I think he might have just changed it to be his other spear. But
it should look like a little bomb.
Yeah, I changed it to that.
Yeah.
The angle helped.
Nice.
Well, didn't do the best damage, but he recalls the spear in a really cool way. And that's his turn.
Yeah, he throws the spear. It does hit, but he manages to kind of like stop the brunt of it with his shield before it kind of seems to be enveloped in shadow before coming out his own shadow back into his hand.
Mwahaha.
This guy needs to make a quick check as he's completely in the middle of this stuff. Actually, you can't see through this stuff. Um, you guys hear a loud like thump of something running into something solid within the coming from the mist, followed by draconic wordage that those of you who can understand draconic understand to be various swears. And that is this turn.
Wait, I know Draconic. Or did
Yeah.
second.
Can't
That brings us to
see
Merit.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. You cannot see through the tunnel as it's filled with this very thick fog.
It's been too long. It's been too long, y'all. I do know Draconic.
Congrats.
There is the one trog that's like right next to you, like on the other side of the pillar you're next to.
Yeah, I just really wanted to target Clay.
I mean, as far as you're aware, he's just on the other side of that
You
fog.
can also shove Ina out of the way and step into the spirit.
Not to.
Nina would let you. But you're not hurt, are you? So there's
Yeah,
no
she's
point
wounded.
to that.
There's
Oh.
a singular point of damage.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, it says wounded, guys. I have been wounded by 1 point since the beginning of the session.
Okay.
So I'm not that wounded.
I have a paper cut. I must heal it.
Sticks his foot in the spirit. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. Merritt is gonna do some deceptive stuff.
Should disguise
no,
yourself
maybe I
into clay.
Shit. Okay, I'm actually going to have moved there and not gone as far, so that I can be in the fog and then cast Disguise Self and turn it into a troglodyte.
Okay. You have about, I want to say, 5 more feet of movement or so. Okay.
I did it.
Since you disappear into the fog, he can no longer see you, so he doesn't have an attack of opportunity.
I'm okay with that.
Like, heavily obscured. Like, actually, you can't see anything either.
Nope. I run into the fog and I turn into a troglodyte.
Yeah, no,
Alrighty.
it's like I'm over here thinking, well, Ina can't see you either. So when you
Alright.
step back out of the fog,
I guess, are you turning into like a specific troglodyte, or are you just turning into generic troglodyte? Because, there's the trog you killed, and the one you just passed that have just like a shield and a spear, and then there's the other trog you saw who's now, before getting covered in mist or fog, I mean, who's like has more decor on him. Has a feathered helmet, some chainmail, a spiked shield, and a more distinct spear.
I'm
Um,
gonna go ahead and I will turn into the one that is not in the. Wait. Yeah, I'll turn into the one that's not in the fog.
okay, the one you just passed. Got it.
Yeah, the one I just passed. I steal his identity as I run by.
Okay. Okay, that brings us to Ina. As you start your turn within the healing spirit, you heal for a d6.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you. I was about to be like, how should I do this?
and there's now two more as the healing spirit kind of slowly starts to grow smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what do you do?
Well, I am feeling a heck of a lot better. And Zolbit is also injured, so he's probably going to step out and whack the trog.
Okay. That specific spot is within the kind of pillar that I forgot to put something on, and we've just kind of been playing around.
Okay.
Um, but regardless of that, as you take a step forward for your first 5 feet,
Yep.
the ground falls out from under you.
Ah.
What?
Um, as you move here, the
Oh, that sucks.
I'm so
I
glad I
should have
conveniently avoided that
checked
trap.
for traps.
as the pitfall, as you kind of fall into a pitfall, falling down 15 feet onto some spikes.
Oofta.
I will say, give me a dexterity saving throw just to see.
We're not good at those. Apparently, I'm okay at
You're really good
those.
at them. You
All right.
the will to smack trogs.
This is very.
So you will
Oh.
take half of this, which is only for you only take 2 points of damage instead of four because I rolled low. But you manage to basically avoid being impaled, but you still you fall a good chunk. So
Sucks. So I
yeah.
move 5 feet. I fall. How do I climb
Mhm.
back up? That
I
is
will
the
say since you
question.
rolled so well on your dex save, you do not fall prone. But
Okay.
you're in a 15-foot hole, kind of wedged between some spikes.
Okay. Well, um, so what do I need to do to get out of the hole?
You could try and you could attempt to climb your way out, see if kind of use the corner to kind of try and pull your way out, see if you can also get handholds on the thing or in the
Mm-hmm.
wall. Um,
I do have proficiency in athletics, so
all
I
right.
don't know if that would be helpful in this
Yeah, I will say, give
situation.
me a athletics check because you are physically you have to pull yourself up. You could, in theory,
Mm-hmm.
also make this an acrobatics check, but you could very easily just okay, I'm gonna grab this handhold and strength pull myself up, and if there's no handholds, I will make some. But
Oh
give me
no.
an athletics check.
I'm just thinking about all of Eva's wall destruction tendencies. She will make
All right.
some if there aren't any.
You are able to use the rest of your movement to get out of the hole. You can either be right here or go back to where you were, up above, here or
Let's.
here.
So the options are here or here. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's just the worst. Okay. Hmm.
Essentially, like
That'll be
climbing
all
back
of
the
my
way you
view.
came, or trying to go forward
So
still.
yeah, no, I think I'll go there where I am currently. It's fine.
Okay.
And she's just like, well, at least
You
no
still
one
have
else
your
will
action
fall
and
in that
bonus
trap.
action, but that is your movement to
Okay,
climb
and
back out.
there's a pillar right here, correct?
Uh, yep, but it's not the thickest pillar. So if you're like, if you shoot something, you kind of just poke your head around it.
Hmm.
It's just more about you
Okay.
can't
Well,
physically stand in the space. Um,
yeah. So Ina did see Merritt walk into the fog cloud, which she's over here like, why?
yeah, I can.
Ay. So I
Yeah, I
can't
can
do
just
a
fix this
couple of
now.
things that I would like to do, but um, I guess she will hold her action to smack something with her quarterstaff if it comes within range.
Nice.
Okay.
So I don't have a ready to action coded at all, so I'll just remember that it's there, hopefully.
Oh, the last one. Okay, that brings us to Zolbit, who
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have said that I can use a wildfire spirit to do the little fire seed at the frog. Is it too late? Or have I used my bonus
uh
action?
nope, you have not used your bonus action. You held your action and didn't use your bonus action. So you can have your spirit do something if you want real quick.
Okay. Um, I forgot we gave the wildfire spirit a dagger. It's
Well,
fine.
you do have to
Look
give
out, I
him the
mean, I don't
dagger
mind.
each time because he doesn't
Oh,
take it
okay,
with
okay.
him. um
She keeps like a little sheath like on her calf so that it can grab it.
Okay, well, it missed,
yeah.
so it's whatever. And it's what I see. Fire. Fire.
All right. I attempted to put in walls for the pillars real quick. Hopefully they work. If not, I'll get rid of them again. But
They do. You're
uh,
good.
yeah, hopefully they don't cause issues with moving. But we'll figure that out. Anyways, Zolbit, who's just going to also partake in his healing spirit, waddling over and
Nice.
healing for a little bit. If I can find, there it is. And we'll spend his action doing chill touch on the Traga. You can see. Yeah,
Not a crit, but a 19. Close.
yeah. I
If
mean,
he was a
max
fighter,
damage.
it would have
So,
been a crit.
well, it was a dirty 19.
Oh
So,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah. He will spend his bonus action to move the. Well, actually, see, it just assesses everyone. Yeah, spend his bonus action to move the spirits into Ina's space.
Nice.
Um,
Good,
as
good,
it can
good.
only heal as it's kind of makes it's really small now. As it kind of like as you watch this turtle move faster than normal turtle into your space, at your feet. But that is his turn.
Zolman's like, girl, you're still very hurt. Come back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
All right.
Bringing us to Barnacle.
All right. So I'm sitting on my haunches with my knee up, elbow on my knee, crossbow braced as I shoot.
Oopta.
I see Ina disappear, so it throws off my aim as the
We're
bolt goes
very
flying through
surprised.
the fog.
dang, how deep
Mhm.
is that thing? 15 feet, you said?
Yeah.
That's crazy to see some of that big suddenly just go gone.
Um, a strong will. Uh, yeah, he's going to move forward and attack Ina here as he comes around the pillar.
Rude.
As he tries to stab you with his bone javelin,
Don't do that.
as that is a nat one. Uh,
Does
he
he
comes
drop
around,
it into the hole?
and you know, as he starts to stab before he fully gets around the pillar, so he just stabs directly into the pillar, and it snaps in half. Um,
Damn.
yeah. He will then try to follow that up by trying to bite at you as he,
Don't do that.
then tries to come around, actually succeeding
Rude.
to bite you
Rude.
for a little bit, or max damage for the fight, but still.
Oh, I forgot I was concentrating on guidance. Hmm.
Sorry.
Yep.
The system does not forget. That is why the system is here.
Bushy Bro, after taking a moment to collect himself and kind of reconfigure his form, as
Feels
thanks
much
to a
better.
in patch or in chat healing, um, will
He just drinks
rush.
somebody's blood and then feels way better now.
Yeah, yeah. He just pulls out like a little blood pack thing and just like sips on that real quick
Like it's
instead
a
of a healing potion. He manages to crit on this guy for minimum damage for a crit. He rolled 2 1s plus one.
It's fine. He's doing his best, and we love him.
Yep. Yeah, he scratches this guy back, and that's his turn, bringing us up
I
to Phoenix.
like to imagine that Bushy Brow just carries like a bunch of like blood filled Capri Suns with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
That brings us to Phoenix. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Phoenix is gonna. He can't see very good. But there's friends nearby, so he's gonna go ahead and run up to there, and we get flanking, right? Because Bushy
Uh,
Brow and Ina
yes.
are there. Okay,
Yep.
what
You
is
get
he
a
gonna?
+4 with 3 people.
Woo! He's gonna stab, but he's gonna. No, I feel like Booming Blade is overkill for that.
Mm.
You know what? No, no, no. Fuck it. Fuck it. Booming Blade. So he is attacking with Booming Blade. Let me turn that spear back to normal. That'll do it.
Nice.
And it does that damage. Oh, yep. He smacks it. And,
Um,
like, it just makes a really loud sound as the drug just collapses.
you wreath your energy in kind of thunderous, in thunderous energy, and stab him in the chest, kind of into the heart. But as the explosion of thunder energy goes off, it just basically opens up his chest completely
Damn!
as he falls down dead.
And then with his bonus action, he just, like, he uses the offhand one with the back of his spear, and he just does
Mm,
it to like clean the spear. He like flings the blood off.
nice. He flicks the blood off his spear into Ina.
No, it
Yeah.
doesn't have bushy brow because it drinks the blood.
Yeah.
He like wipes it on bushy brow as if it's like wiping like dog poop onto like a lawn or something.
Merritt, I need you to give me a athletics check as something runs into you.
Oh boy.
Good thing I've got guidance.
Nice. You didn't need a guidance there,
You feel like someone runs into you pretty heavily before kind of bouncing off, like runs like right in front of you, right into you, before kind of bouncing back, and you hear like the thud as something hits the ground, and more curses before you hear someone standing back up. Yeah. As far as you are aware, there is someone right in front of you cursing in Draconic.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm just gonna step to the side.
Well, you can't see anything.
Yeah, I'm like,
But
well, he ran right in front of me.
yeah,
So
you
if I
can.
move,
All right. Give me a survival check real quick, just to see how
oh,
well
it's not gonna be good.
how well you kind of navigate yourself within this. Like because you can't see anything. It's it's thicker than pea soup. But you managed to navigate yourself. Like you sidestep, kind of put your you kind of feel the wall to your side, and you put your hand just onto it, and you're able to move forward as best you can down the hall if you want.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, he's gonna.
I moved
do
you
that.
over 5 feet, but yeah.
No, I'll just go from where you are. He like ends up finding the wall, and he like follows the wall.
All right. Feel free to move yourself as far down as. Yep.
I want to
Alright.
poke my head out the other side and see if Clay is here.
Yep. As you poke your head out, you see Clay has stepped back and sees you poking your head out. As you watch as his stump of his arms kind of pointed out glows a little bit.
I am currently a troglodyte.
Oh, yep, you are. You are. I did forget that for a second. You see, basically, he has his arm out like at the ready, like or his stump of his arm kind of out at the ready. The kind of crystal kind of there, kind of glowing just a little bit as he sees you. Trog head poke his head out. It's like, get back out there, or I'll have your head. As he kind of like points with his weapon.
Okay. Well, hey guys, I'm gonna use my action to cast Shatter on Clay,
Oh,
and
goodness.
he's inorganic, so.
Oh, no.
So, he is going to end up making a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage.
Okay.
I have
I will
saved.
click the. I clicked disadvantage on my end. If you just want to drop the save on him, hopefully it'll work that way. There we go.
This man better. No!
He manages to just succeed.
No!
I believe he still takes half damage with Shatter.
Yeah, it's half as much damage, but I wanted him to take all the damage because I've been saving this spell slot forever. I've been saving this spell slot since before the cave, before the cave in. It's fine. I take it so personally.
Yeah. I believe the key shortcut's like shift or something for half damage. Or no, he takes 4 damage. I'll just apply that real quick. I did roll his concentration check. As he then releases the spell that he had.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he succeeded on his concentration check, so he's casting
Oh
the spell on
no.
you.
No.
Um, and
You know
so
what? I'll take it. Whatever.
you feel the ground around you start to shake a little bit. As I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. Um, DC 12. Actually, I can just push this to you, or you can roll it. Never mind.
No. You know what? No. Fuck it. Inspiration. Fuck play.
All right.
Watch me rolling that one. I just rolled the one that you sent.
Oh, yep. And I forgot to click the thing because you got a 15,
Oh
so you
yeah.
succeeded. Um,
I flip him off as I.
yep. So you, um, so as the ground beneath you kind of starts to break apart, also becoming difficult terrain, in this 10-foot radius. 10-foot radius. Basically centered, like the point was kind of centered on you, but it's roughly around there. This area is all now difficult terrain, but you are, and actually, due to where it overlaps, you watch as some of the ground to your left seems to break and then fall away, as it revealing another pitfall trap to the corner as the ground there is broken.
I'm so glad that he did not like keep his hand on the wall and actually follow it around the corner. Because honestly, if he had more movement, he might have.
Yeah. um, yeah, but you don't fall prone or take any damage.
Woo.
10
I don't
foot
have any
radius.
more movement. So I don't know. I use a bonus action to flip him off, and
Yeah.
that's as he goes again.
And it's now his turn, having, held his action to do that.
And what spell did he cast on her? On
He
him?
cast, on merit, he cast Earth Tremor. Um,
Is that something that's audible?
Actually, let me double check, because I believe
I would presume we could hear the earth move.
it doesn't say anything like in the sense of thunder wave, but you do,
You did hear the shatter.
like, there
at
is
least.
you do hear the shatter, which is another just loud noise that goes off. And the tremor is only felt within there, but you would probably hear the sound of like rocks clanking together as as the ground is disrupted again. So
Okay.
yes, you would hear that. Yeah, so he is going to. Sorry, I'm double checking his stuff versus the situation he finds himself in. I'm just gonna real quick. Okay. I hate trickster magic like this. And you watch as he points his arm at you again, and seems to glow once more, before kind of cracking a little bit and going dull. But before it does that, before it cracks and goes dull, a hand seems to come out of the ground below you. A very large hand that kind of takes up the square, or this a medium hand, or a hand the size of a medium creature. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
It's not gonna be good.
DC 12. So here, let me push this to you.
Just saying, if anybody wanted to redeem like a little help in chat.
It's a little late. You
Oh.
were the one who ran through the fog toward the enemy.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing stupid things. Don't worry. I knew that going
I
in.
forgot to
He
click the
took
thing
it
again,
so
but
personally.
you got a
Oh fuck
14 on
yeah!
DC 12, so you managed to step out of the way as this hand appears. It does stick around.
Hey Clay, do you want to waste any more spell slots?
So real quick, I need to do this on you, him, and you succeeded, so he doesn't need to do that. I'm just gonna real quick go grab a token, see if I have. I'm going to use this little stone golem token here to represent the hand. That's,
Nice.
we'll say it's right here in front of you. Just die already, is his response to you. In his, though, again, his voice is more
Gravelly.
gravelly, I guess. Yeah, I was gonna say more chalky, but but it's definitely a drop voice. But that brings us to Ina. At the start of your turn, you heal a D6, and the healing spirit goes away. Do.
Oof.
Oof. Sad heal, but brings us to your turn as the last of the healing spirit's energy goes into you.
It was very small at that point. Man, I don't know what I should do. Clay's down there waiting for someone to come out of the fog, and we're up here waiting for someone to come out of the fog. So it's like
You heard
stalemate
loud
till
noises coming from the fog, and Merritt went that way.
also merit
Yeah, you did hear him.
haunting.
You did hear him yell, "Hey Clay, you want to waste any more spell slots?"
And
I mean,
hearing a loud shattering
Tina can
noise, the sound of
hear.
rocks, clattering around.
Yeah, Ina can hear Merit. So, in theory, she knows that he's still alive. So she's not as worried. She is a lot less alive, so she's a bit more worried about herself. Um,
You have spells.
yeah, I was just gonna um let's stand by the wildfire spirit, and I think I will cast Cure Wounds on myself. Probably do. I'm trying to think if I should cast Cure Wounds, or I could cast another Healing Spirit. But I'm not using my action, so I might just do Cure Wounds.
Especially because I think it takes your bonus action to move the healing spirit, and if you do that, you can't control your other
Wildfire
spirit.
Spirit. True.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, I've got to click through. I don't think I'm targeting myself. I'm trying to target myself, but it doesn't seem to be working. I'm pressing the wrong button. It's fine.
Yep. You have yourself targeted now.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Sad healing.
The universe just does not want me to be okay. I don't like how close Zolba is getting to the fog. Sir, you're supposed to be in the back healing and or supporting. Anyway. Uh she will can she use her bonus action to direct the wildfire spirit to hold an action to throw a flame seed if a trog comes out of the fog? It really helps.
Yes, you could use your bonus action. Use your bonus action directed to do something, and
Mhm.
that could be to hold its action to throw something at it.
Okay. Well, I think I will do that. And I think that'll be my turn because I used everything, I think. If I can find the combat tracker. Yay.
A little bit moves a little bit forward. It's like trying to he's kind of like shifting back and forth, seeing if he can somehow like look through the fog, and is just not seeing anything through it. So he steps 5 more feet back, and he will cast Cure Wounds on you as well.
Oh boy. Thanks, bud. Appreciate that.
For a bit more this
A
time.
little bit more than 5 or 6. I'm
Yeah.
going rogue right now. It's fine. I'm
That will be
feeling
his
much
turn.
better. It's
That
time to
brings
step
us
in front of
to Barnacle.
Zolbit and start beating the crap out of stuff that comes out of the fog.
That brings us to Barnacle.
All right, and just to make sure I understand, this has destroyed Earth, but it hasn't been moving or anything else. It's just the spell he casts thrust the
It
Earth up, and then it settled. It's still difficult
Yes.
terrain, but it's not moving. All right,
Yes.
so I'm going to move up. I rolled an insight to see if I understood what was going on, and rolled a 7 total. So for at least 6 more seconds, I'm going to move up, and I'm going to do this like a stage whisper of Merritt, Merritt, get back here, so we can draw him to us. And then I'm going to hold my action and with my crossbow brace against the pillar, lean against the pillar.
All right. Bushy Brow like starts to move forward, but Zolbit just kind of holds him back. Yeah.
No.
Um,
I'm ready to actions. What the heck?
need to real quick grams. Okay. That brings us to Phoenix.
I'm not here like, I don't. How hurt is he? I'm over here like I don't know if he would ready in action, knowing Merritt disguises himself as whatever we're with all the time. Let me just.
I think Phoenix still would. Ready in action.
Yeah, I think he would. Yeah, he would. Okay, he's going to go ahead and step to there and ready in action to throw his spear at the next non-friendly creature he sees, and that probably includes Merit. So,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone knows Merritt transformed into a troglodyte.
oh no,
Because
nope.
you said you waited until after you entered the fog.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So,
He
yeah.
wasn't ready on his page. What is wrong with him? Okay, hold on.
All right.
I can just change from self to. Okay, and that's his turn.
Alrighty. Okay, finally. You watch as the troglodyte, with the feathered helmets and the chainmail armor, uh, stumbles his way out of the fog. um, and he does have a bit more. He done fail him. He does have a bit more movement still, so he
Chief.
will.
Shoot. My ready action will go off.
Yes. So will Phoenix's.
First time tonight, I actually hit. Now I don't know what to do.
Yay!
When you see there's another dice that you were able to roll right next to where the two
There it
roll is.
Thank you.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, he rolls on that one.
The spear goes into the fog behind the trog.
Oofta.
It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh, Ina, give me odds or evens.
Goodness, you keep asking that.
Man, tonight people have only chosen evens.
I'm gonna keep going with it even again.
Okay. Trog steps forward and he will do a spear attack on the wildfire spirit.
Well,
Should have chosen odd.
no, I'm just glad they're not attacking this whole bit. I love the wildfire
That's fair.
spirit, but they still have 10 temporary hit points. Also, they do a whole lot more damage summoning than anything else. So...
Oh, true. I feel like if it dies, I can summon it again.
Yeah. He will then follow it up with an attack with the spikes shield he has on your wildfire spirit,
Rude.
which is also a hit.
Rude!
Yeah, he'll just go all in because that's kind of character this is. He will then follow it up finally with a bite, which he
Rude.
misses because he's trying to bite the the part that's not immediately on fire and just doesn't quite get there. But that is his turn as he makes his 3 attacks on this guy, or on him. Seems like a little surprised. It's like, huh, like he expected the wildfire spirit to be weaker. But yeah, that's his turn.
Destroy.
Okay. You hear a loud thud coming from the door.
Oh boy. Oh lordy.
Yeah, it was a real good idea.
No, you
putting that
don't.
spear in there. It was nice.
Yeah.
Who
Followed
did
up
that?
by another thud. Phoenix did.
Oh, nice.
And there's you hear a slight crack, but nothing seems to give way. Very much, the door seems to be strained, but nothing's giving way just yet.
He just goes and
Bringing
puts
us
another
to
spear.
Merit.
Troglodyte,
Or-
wistful laughter.
Yeah. You got this kind of condensed kind of stone and dirt hand in front of you. Um, and Clay standing at the top of the standing right by the stairs.
Oh yeah, I am turning around and leaving. I just wanted to cast Shatter on him. And he
Okay.
wasted 2 spell slots on this.
To be fair, he would have wasted a spell slot either way if no one had popped up. Because it was
That's
a held
30
action.
feet of movement.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna go ahead. Um, yeah, I will go ahead and
Okay.
drop my
Give me a quick
spell.
survival check
Oh
as you
yeah.
are just moving
Mhm.
through. Because there is a possibility you lose the thread and waste some time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, no, you're good.
She trip over the spear.
Yeah, there's a spear there. And then I think he goes, no, I don't want to stand on dirt with Clay behind me. I think, Merritt is gonna go ahead and, uh, yeah, he's just gonna dash. He's gonna dash. He's got the thread. He thinks he knows where he's going, and if he runs into a wall, nobody can see him. Um,
All right. Uh, yeah, no, your earlier check's good for the turn, so feel free to keep moving.
and he goes straight through because he doesn't know that there's a truck there. Um,
Mhm.
uh, yeah, he's just gonna go right there. He ends right there. Did I say that he dropped his disguise self, or did I?
You
No.
did say it, you just didn't do it. Or at
Okay.
least I'm pretty sure you said it. I could have
I
missed it.
think I said it too.
Yes, she said it.
So
Okay. Yeah.
I am once again Merritt.
No need to. Well, I guess another try already came out, so he wouldn't have unloaded all of our ready actions anyway.
That's right.
Lucky me.
Yay.
Except this troglodyte smells like lavender.
Yeah, that's actually funny. I was when I was saying changing my name to troglodyte, I almost changed it to pleasant floral scent, but then I'm like, no, I actually like specifically copied this guy's identity. So
That brings us to Ina.
Well, Ina, let me check. Can mm, well, I was thinking about having the wildfire spirit teleport away, but I don't know if that's what you guys want.
well,
So,
you can't ask us. So
true.
do what you think is best.
She could if she wanted, but she has already
Yeah.
said that Ina doesn't talk.
Yeah.
Um, we'll just have Ina. I don't know. That's 15. We're just doing a whole lot of flanking.
Yep.
Time to do the smackadoodles. I'm not targeting.
You have +6.
That's so great. It makes it really hard to miss. Not impossible, mind, but really hard. Let me just gotta find Shillelagh. bonked. Macadoodle. It's not that much damage, but it's some. And let me just double check. I can't double check.
Rip.
I tried to click on like the flame seed just description because I can't remember if it has an AoE effect or not. And I can't. So
It does not. It just
okay.
hits a single person.
Yes. But I was also thinking either way, irregardless, I should probably disengage and step back. Well, I guess I don't have to disengage, but I think I will. Yeah, and that will be Ina's turn.
All right. Brings us to Zolbit, who is
Maybe I shouldn't have,
currently
because then Solbit could have gone away for free. No! It's fine.
uh Zolbit will funnily enough, one of the cantrips he has is not Shillelagh. uh, but he will hmm uh trying to think on what he do. Doesn't have a lot of melee stuff, so I think
Yes, chill touch.
Zolbit. Chill touch
Chill
is
Touch is a
ranged.
ranged spell
Oh,
attack,
is
and
it?
it's a really awesome spell.
Yeah.
It is like my go-to in other
I think he
campaigns.
will do Chill Touch at this. Do a ranged attack at disadvantage here, trying to attack him right in front of him, as he just tries to, you know, unfortunately, as he like kind of conjures it, he doesn't, quite get the angle because he's trying to avoid the spear and whatnot, and he misses. That is his turn. Another thud can be heard from the door.
No.
Yeah, another couple thuds can be heard from the door, but it's holding strong so far.
Alright, so
Bringing
set
us to
down my
Barnacle.
crossbow, run up, pull out the whip. No, I'm not going to do a whole lot of damage, but
I will say well, you don't need it, but you would have also technically benefited from the flanking bonus as you are attacking from a.
nice. As
You
I
were
go
doing a
over the
melee
head
attack,
of
but
Bushy Brow, barely, because I'm not much taller than him. But
yeah.
it's enough to little smacky smack against the troglodyte. Chief.
Yeah, you managed to give a little wound to his cheek. As Bushy Brow now goes for the legs.
Come
Go,
on.
Bushy Bro, go!
That was almost a 19,
I'll give him my
unfortunately.
inspiration.
No.
All right. As we are coming close to the ends of actually, this is the last turn of the round. He unfortunately still
see.
misses.
No.
One more. He got better.
Yeah.
I mean, I also have inspiration, and we're like out of time, aren't we?
This is we
Use
will be
it.
ending here. So
You can have
yeah,
my
he
inspiration too.
unfortunately he rolled lower that time.
Boo.
No!
Man.
We tried
Okay.
so hard.
And got so far, but in the end,
And
it doesn't even matter.
All right. As we come to the top of the round, chaos ensuing still. We are going to end here for the night as it is time. But we'll pick up here next week as it is a
Yes.
5 Thursday month.
That's
So
so weird
yeah,
because it's February, and February has less days, so there you wouldn't think.
Yep.
yeah. The first and the 20, like the first day of the month and the last day of the month are both on a Thursday.
Look, man,
Yeah.
it was just meant to be.
Yeah.
True, true.
Alrighty.
Alrighty. Well, thank you, Nick, for running. I appreciate you, and thanks
Yeah.
for Delta's Ghost for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, come back Sunday if you're interested in Starfinder. Whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Night.